What's going on, y'all? Welcome into the show. This is the Jersey the King Show live on Fuel Sports Network. Oh, let me get my camera right, y'all. How y'all doing tonight, man? Happy Thursday to everyone. I hope y'all are having a wonderful evening. We got a packed show for y'all tonight. A lot to talk about, and I'm not even going to waste no time. We got WNBA news, Aces news, Vegas Thrill news, Desert Dog news, Knights news, Golden Knights news, Nighthawks news, man, Lights FC news, Aviators news. It's a packed show. Plus, I'm gonna try to get in the PFL and the Power Slap 8 results as well. So we got a lot to talk about in a whole hour, man. We gotta get this thing packed and ready to go. So, how's everybody doing, man? What's going on, man? How's everybody's Thursday night going? I hope it's wonderful. Happy 4th of July to everyone. This is a special 4th of July edition of the show. I know it's not in the title, but happy 4th, everyone. You already know what it is, man. It's the Jersey the King Show live on Fuel Sports Network. Go and download the Fuel Sports Network app on your Amazon and Roku TV and devices. You already know what it is, man. And check out fuelsportsnetwork.com as well. So, let's get into it. Now, we're going to start off with the W, get right into the W. The All Star rosters have been revealed, and this is what we're looking at. We got the USA women's national team taking on the WNBA All Stars, and yes, Caitlin Clark as well as Angel Reese, two rookies, have made the squad, and I believe Kelsey Mitchell is also a rookie. So that's three rookies on that team. Aaliyah Boston has also made the WNBA roster or the WNBA All Star roster. DeWanna Bonner, um, De'Erica Hamby, Brianna Jones, Jonquel Jones, Kayla McBride, as well as Arike Agumbawale and Aneka Agumbuke. So that leaves us with the women's national team side. The USA side, Nafisha Collier, Kalia Copper, Chelsea Gray, the point guard, Brittany Griner, Big BG, Sabrina Ionescu, missed 3 point splash herself, Jewel Lloyd, Plum Dog, Kelsey Plum, you know what I'm saying? Aces in the building, Brianna Stewart, Stewie, Diana Taurasi, of course, one of the greatest to ever do this thing, man. Aaliyah Thompson, or Thomas, excuse me, Alyssa Thomas, the GOAT in the making, Asia Wilson, and the best two-way player in the league, Miss Jackie Young, Special Agent Zero. So there you have it, y'all. Game will be taking place Saturday, July 20th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on ABC. So make sure y'all check it out live from Phoenix, Arizona. It's gonna be hot as hell, like it's been out here in Las Vegas, y'all. And then here's the uniforms that they get to wear. The women's national team, the USA women's national team, will be wearing their uniforms, but the WNBA All Star team will actually have two different uniforms to wear, and they'll be actually having a wardrobe change and more than likely halftime. And they'll, as you see, they'll be wearing two separate jerseys. So that's gonna be pretty dope to have, man. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm excited for the All Star game, man. I really, really am. I'm really excited for it because it's gonna be fun to see the growth of the league this year, man. To be honest with you guys, and as you guys know, of course, Aces Big Four named to the 2024 WNBA All Stars roster on the national team side. Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, Asia Wilson, Kelsey Plum. That's how we getting down, man. Definitely. Now, in other news, let's move on because I told you we got a lot to talk about. How y'all doing tonight, though? What's going on, Mr. A Train? Mr. Arlington Lane, CEO of Fuel. How you doing, brother? I appreciate you tuning in tonight. Moving on real quick. Thank you, Jessica Carter. She has been waived by the Aces after 4 games. She did not make a huge impact in those 4 games. So unfortunately, she was ultimately waived, and let go from the team. You know, that's just as simple and plain as I can put it, y'all. She was let go and relieved of her duties. So, with that being stated, thank you again, Jessica. And the Aces have now made it 5 straight wins in a row since the return of the point guard, man. And I can tell you just from watching these games, we're currently up right now at halftime, 45-38. I believe it's the third quarter now, going into the third quarter, and we're up, looking to make it 6 straight wins with Chelsea back in the lineup. And see, one thing that Chelsea does, and people have to understand, this is really, that wouldn't be a bad signing at all. That Kierce would not be a bad signing at all. I think that would actually fit for the Aces. We need some more depth, but everyone's healthy tonight. Everyone is healthy. There's no one on the injured list, no one on the not available for the team list, or nothing like that. Everybody's available. Everybody is available to play. And like I said, we're up right now, playing a hell of a game against the Mystics at home. And this past game against the Indiana Fever, man, it was a crazy game. But the game before that, as you see, got the W, 88-77. Then we come right back home with an 88-69 victory. Kelsey Plum went off, man. She definitely went off. The atmosphere was electric, and the Aces fans just showed up and showed out, and so did the Indiana Fever fans. The fans in general just showed up and showed out and packed T-Mobile Arena. 20,366 people. 8th highest WNBA attendance in a regular season game. Well, I guess the highest in a regular season game since 1999. And the 8th highest of all time in just a game in a WNBA. It's just amazing what they did. Real quick, let's get into some highlights of this game, y'all, because it was electric. The atmosphere was electric. The whole nine. It was electric. So
and
let's
Indiana
get into
starting
some
with a bigger lineup to get some help on the glass.
These two teams played back on May 25th in Las Vegas. And Clark with another rebound, who was 1 rebound away from a triple-double in their last game at Phoenix. Kelsey Mitchell up and under.
So explosive.
Shot clock winding down for Mitchell, who put one up and hit it.
The interior game for Indiana started to come alive a little bit. They've been trying to get Alyssa Smith going in that matchup with Clark.
Clark launches, nails it.
Similar to the third quarter in the way they played at Phoenix. Caitlin Clark hit a 3, and then she dropped a dime for Boston to score a layup.
Plum driving and finishing with her offhand. Big Iowa fan, as you mentioned, and has brought that into the WNBA. She had a jersey on today. We saw her shoot around. Plum from distance again. Asia Wilson chases it down. Plum, new season high for Kelsey. They're not just showing up to see her, too, right?
No, there's a lot.
We're seeing what's happening in Chicago, and just their rising tide lifts all boats, and we're seeing that.
Exactly, and it's good business for the league. It's good for the players.
Jackie Young saying she was hit in the face. Plum, oh my goodness. Looking very much like it as Kelsey Plum held out her hand for Clark to shake, and Clark playingly just backed away from her for a while.
Yeah, y'all. It was electric in there. It was definitely electric in there. And Kelsey Plum went off. Plum Dog went off. KP went off for 34, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and went ham from three. Asia Wilson doing Asia Wilson things, getting 28 points a game. And if you guys go and watch on my YouTube channel, I did post a post game interview that I was from the post game press conference from the question that I asked them, and Kelsey Plum stated, Asia Wilson scoring 28 points per game is just another day at the office for her, and that needs to be recognized, y'all. It's another day. That's crazy. She's like, that's crazy. Like, really think about it. Oh, Asia got 28. Oh, Asia got 28. Yeah, Asia got 28. She's averaging 28 a game. She said it. Kelsey Plum stated, we're watching the greatest player in the history of the WNBA right before our eyes. And it should be unanimous. I said, yeah, she's the MVP this year for sure. No, she said there's a difference between MVP and unanimous. And I said, well, I'm going to shut up. You know what I mean? Y'all, like, I shut up real quick. Like, you right. You right. You right. Like, what she's doing this season is unbelievable, y'all. Unbelievable. It's just facts. What Asia Wilson is doing is unbelievable. And we're going to talk about more about that when we come back right after this commercial break. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back after these messages.
Same great taste. Yes, same great taste. Same great taste.
Welcome back to the Jersey the King Show live on Fuel Sports Network. I am Kevin JTK Wumble, and I thank you all for tuning in tonight. Like I said, we got a packed show, and we've been talking about the Aces and the impact that Asia Wilson has been making this season. And like I said, Kelsey Plum stated that for the life of her, she doesn't understand why people aren't recognizing. Well, she didn't say it in those exact words, but in all words, let's just put it out there. For the life of me, I can understand why people are not talking about what Asia Wilson is doing more than anyone else, anything else going on in the WNBA. We are watching history in the making. We are literally watching history in the making, and we are not seeing any recognition that she deserves being given. Like, this woman is averaging 28 points per game on a nightly basis. Like, She's just 28. Like, it's nothing for her. Why isn't that being talked about? Like, no disrespect to anyone else in the league, but it just takes me back to my point that Caitlin Clark has been hyped up for 2 seasons in her last 2 seasons in college, right? The last 2 years she's went to the national championship, and now going into the WNBA this season. She's been hyped up so much. No other player has ever been hyped up this much. But look what Asia Wilson has done over the course of her going on 8 year career in the WNBA. Two-time WNBA champion, two-time WNBA MVP, one-time WNBA Finals MVP, all-star practically every single season. If I'm not mistaken, Rookie of the Year, two-time gold medalist, or four-time gold medalist. I mean, how many time gold medalists? I'm just saying, like, her accolades since she's been in the league. Like, why was she not hyped up this much in her rookie season? Because I guarantee you, if Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp and all these guys on TV, Michael Wilbon and all these other people would have been talking about the W and hyping up players like Asia Wilson years ago, the popularity and the growth of the W would have been beyond what David wanted it to exceed years ago. Years ago. We probably already be at the point where these women are making multi-million-dollar contracts. Asia Wilson's been in this league for 7 years. If the hype would have been there for her, like it's been for Caitlin Clark, just saying, if the hype would have been there for her, the eyes would have been on. The people would have been watching the league. The popularity and the growth of the league would have been happen the way they've wanted it to. And these women would have been receiving multi-million-dollar contracts. We would have avoided Brittany Griner going overseas and getting in trouble. All of that, everything. So I'm just saying, like, look what she's doing, y'all. Again, Western Conference Player of the Month after multiple Western Conference Player of the Week awards. And it's not going to stop. She's still making history. Herstory, excuse me. It's not going to stop. It's not. And that was just in the game the other day. She's at 1,808 rebounds, if not way more. So just understand. Just understand. With the Aces making it 5 straight games, you know, Chelsea Gray came in there and really made a difference. Asia and everyone else spoke on it very highly. She makes a huge difference to what they do, and being organized and being in the right spots and being able to play out of the right spots because of what she is able to do on the court as a floor general and a floor coach. So having her back is awesome. I'm telling you, it's awesome. But just the things that Asia Wilson is doing, man, and not getting recognized for, it's out of pocket. But on to other news. Following the game and during, build up to the game, the Make-A-Wish Foundation, the Aces, and the Indiana Fever all came together to make one special fan, a huge fan of Caitlin Clark and Megan Gustafson and Kate Martin and all the Iowa basketball players from the last few years. Young Bailey from Iowa was able to be united with her favorite players again and having the experience of a lifetime in Las Vegas. It was a special moment. It was a wonderful sight to see. And I'm so happy that they did that for this young lady. She damn sure deserves it. It was so nice to see. And shout out to the Aces for making that happen. It was a beautiful thing. It really, really was. I definitely enjoyed seeing that moment happen for her. So shout out to the Aces, shout out to the Fever, shout out to the WNBA, shout out to Make a Wish Foundation as well, and shout out to Bailey. And congratulations on everything moving forward that's going to happen for you, young lady. You deserve it all. Now, moving on, real quick. Hate to say it, y'all, but our Nighthawks fell again, man. They fell shy again, and unfortunately, we were not able to clinch a playoff spot this weekend. So that means we're going to have to try again next weekend because, man, oh man. Yeah, it's not looking good. We gotta do something. It was a close game though. I give Vegas that. We came back. We were down big in the first quarter. Can't even lie. We were down big in the first quarter, and the second quarter is when not even. Coach even said it. It was a horrible second half. Or first half, excuse me. It was a horrible first half. It was probably the worst first half the Nighthawks have played all season long. But that second half, we bounced back. The defense stepped up. Defense hung in there in the first half as well. But on offense, majorly on offense, it was the worst, probably the worst first half we played. That's coming from Coach Mike Davis. And, yeah, unfortunately, we didn't have the best the best showing in the first half. So real quick, let me pull up the highlights for you guys just so you can see. But we did fall to Bay Area 37-35. Here's the highlights of the game. My bad. There you go.
Forward motion, two in forward motion, 3 wide to the right. Quick snap, it's a throw over the middle, caught by Williams at the 5, turns upfield and is in. The right, 1 in forward motion from each side. Shotgun snap, Johnson scans the field, sidearm throw is caught. Right part of the end zone by C.J. Wyndham. Their backup in Harper, he's been good so far. Drops back on 2nd and 11, throws to the left side where it's caught by JT Stokes. Makes a man miss at the sideline inside the 5, and Stokes is in. Up at the Vegas Nighthawks, DVRT, low squib up the middle, takes a couple of hops. It gets past Jericho Flowers, and this could be trouble. Flowers from the back of his own end zone cannot get out. And it is a rouge for Bay Area at 2 in forward motion from the left side. Shotgun snap Harper. It's a speed option. Harper cuts up the middle, makes a man miss at the 5, and dives into the end zone. Touchdown Harper. The shotgun snap. Harper drops back, sets the feet, arches a pass, wide open for the end zone, and it's caught. Over the middle, JT Stokes. Trips wide to the left, 2 in forward motion from that side. A shotgun snap for Johnson. Off his back foot, throws left side of the end zone. It is caught. Justin Collins, touchdown. Forward motion from each side. Shotgun snap, Harper, quick throw, tipped and picked. Bryce Hampton in midfield. His IFL leading 8th interception of the year. Field. Working from right to left. Shotgun snap now to Johnson. Steps up. Deep shot for the end zone. It is caught! Down the left sideline. What a play! Justin Collins again for 6. Mallory is the long snapper. Good snap down. Rain of the hold. Kick on the way is high enough, and it is good. The left side, shotgun snap, another straight run. Johnson burrows, dives, touchdown! It's 2 in forward motion, shotgun snap, give up the middle. Simpson dives through. Shotgun snap, Johnson drops back, lob, wide open. C.J. Wyndham the catch at the 5. He can walk it in. Stokes in forward motion towards him. Takes the snap. Stokes churns forward. Oh, he lost the football. He lost the ball. Nighthawks recover inside their own 5. 19 seconds to go. Good snap. Hold down. Kick on the way from Macias. It is no good.
Man, and that's how it ended, y'all. That's legit how the game ended, with us missing that kick. I was so tight, yo. I was so tight. My heart was hurting. I was like, Kevin, why? Why, Kevin? Why? But hey, we can't win them all, man. You know what I mean? We can't win them all. And that just shows that this team has a lot more, to prove as far as being that top dog in the West. We're going for second best now, so we have no choice but to just win out and hope for Bay Area to lose in order for us to get first place. So we need a lot of help. I'm not even going to lie, but here are the conference standings so far after week 16. We are 9-4, man. We need Bay Area to lose these last 3 games, and we need to win these next 3 games and hopefully get it going and get a clinched playoff berth and get a first round home game. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for both that X and that Y, like Green Bay and Frisco have. Massachusetts clinched, and as you see, Bay Area clinched. They're the only 4 teams that have clinched any type of playoff berth or first round home game advantage. So that's what we're looking at, man, so far in the IFL for our Vegas Nighthawks, man. We got some work to do, y'all. We definitely got some work to do. We're going to jump into another quick commercial break. And when we come back, we got some Golden Knights news. We got some Lights FC news, some Aviators news, as well as some Vegas Thrill and Desert Dog news. So you guys stick around and don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with more of the Jersey the King Show live on Fuel Sports Network.
If you aren't perfect, if you've ever struggled, if you've ever failed, if you want to get better, be better, and make our world better, this is the perfect brand for you. True Victory. Founded by U.S. military veterans, True Victory is a sportswear and streetwear brand dedicated to building everyday champions on and off the field. We're a cause. Our purpose is to transform lives and elevate humanity through the power and unity of sports, positive stories, and serving others. We're dedicated to the game, the grind, and the globe. But most importantly, we're dedicated to you. That's what it means to be. Always true.
Same great taste. Yes, same great taste. Same great taste.
Welcome back to the Jersey the King Show live on Fuel Sports Network. I'm your host, Kevin Jersey the King Wumble. And yeah, man, we're about midway through the show. So it's about that time to get into some more news. But real quick, just something that was across my radar. The Desert Dogs, for all you lacrosse fans, have signed Adam Poitras out of Loyola University, Maryland. So we're adding some depth, y'all. We're definitely adding depth. That's now 3 players so far this offseason that have been signed. And I'm looking forward to these 3 offensive players and what they can bring to this Desert Dog squad, looking to have a bounce back year, make the playoffs, and make some noise in a run at a championship. So I'm hoping Adam can come and bring some depth and some offense that'll help get us over that hump. Him, Luke, as well as Nick. I hope you guys love what this team has to offer and you buy into what the coaches are selling. And I hope to speak to you guys soon and have you guys on the show soon before the season, man. So it's going down, man. That's what we're looking at Desert Dog wise. So for all you lacrosse fans out there in Vegas, there you go. We got another signing, baby. Again, big news now. The schedule has been released for our Vegas Golden Knights. VGKs in the next 2024-2025 season has been released. The schedule is out there. I will post it for you guys after the show. I have all the actual months. You know what I mean? So if you haven't been following the Golden Knights and their X or Facebook, I'll go ahead and post that for you guys and get it popping. But let's talk about the NHL draft and what our Golden Knights have done. So, okay, here is the draft picks first. Let me go to the draft picks first. Trevor Connolly, which was, in a lot of people's opinion, including mine, the steal of the draft. All right. The steal of the draft. And a lot of people talk about all his off the ice stuff. We're not worried about that. Obviously. Because something's got to give. Either you're going to come into this league knowing what is real and what isn't, and what you can do and what you can't do, and how to carry yourself and how not to. And that's just what it is. And he's got to either carry himself like a professional or not be a professional. And then you got Trent Swick coming in. I'm excited for this as well. I think these two are going to bring a different dynamic to our team. Bring a young dynamic to our team. I mean, it's the NHL. You got to always be looking for the next young talent to step up and be able to carry your team. So, you know, or lead your team, excuse me. So I'm excited to see what these 2 young guys bring to the table. But during the draft, there was a trade. Now, before you guys say anything, Logan Thompson requested a trade. He requested this trade to Washington. It's not like we just made this happen. Logan Thompson actually requested this trade. But thank you, Logan, for everything you've done. Thank you for everything you brought to Vegas. Thank you for helping us get a championship and having Stanley run wild in Sin City. But we received a 2024 third-round draft pick and a 2025 third-round draft pick as well. Thank you, Logan. Also, William Carrier and Marchie have also left. Marchie going to Seattle, I believe, or Nashville, and William Carrier going to Seattle. It sucks, especially Marchie, one of the original Misfits. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. It's business. And like I said, things happen fast and quickly and a lot in the NHL as far as players moving and teams switching up and changing. So you just have to get used to that in the NHL. You know what I mean? Your team may not always be the same year in and year out. You'll be lucky to be able to keep every player on your team. These players, we want their money, and Marchie said that he wanted his money, and we just weren't able to provide what he wanted. But we did make some signings, picking up Victor Olofsson on a 1-year contract. Also picking up extending both Caden Korzak and Pavel Dorofiev to 2-year contract extensions as well. And then we're like, oh, well, what are we going to do about Logan? Well, we signed Ilya Samsonov to a 1-year contract. So I'm really, really intrigued about this move. I want to see how this works. I want to see how Ilya works out with the team. I want to see if he's a good fit or not. You know what I mean? So this is exciting, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. This is exciting. This is definitely exciting. So I'm happy, man. Oh, wrong one. Well, let's get into it. Our Vegas thrill. Whew. Ladies, are y'all ready? I'm excited for next season. We've had some signings this offseason. We made some signings in free agency. We've picked up from the Mojo, Willow Johnson. We've also picked up Anoida Adekunle, a middle blocker and an opposite, as you see. I'm excited for this. We've picked up Grace Loberg as well from the Mojo. And we've also picked up big-time setter Carly Graham. As you see, Grace Loberg is a outside hitter. And then we've also signed Grand Canyon University's Tegan DeFalco, a libero. Tegan's a big prospect coming out of college. So this is huge, man. This is huge. And then our re-signings. Are you not excited for this? You have to be excited for this. We've re-signed Lane Van Buskirk as well as Saskia Hippe. Yo, this is huge for us. We need our middle blocker and our opposite out there. The growth of our team from last season going into this season is key. And having these two young ladies is key, as well as these two young ladies, Hannah Maddox, outside hitter, and Henderson's own Berkeley Oblad, returning to her hometown team, the Vegas Thrill, our middle blocker. And then the PVF's most inspirational player from last season, Alicia Glass Childress, is returning. She is re-signed for the 2025 season. I am excited, y'all. This is going to be big for the Thrill moving forward. I promise you, I can tell you, because speaking with Coach Flory at the end of the season, she was really excited about the rookies and how they took to the team and the growth and development this offseason will bring for these rookies. And now you see we're bringing in more veteran experience as well as young players and re-signing players we need, key players we need to have on our team. So we're still waiting for some more re-signings, especially from Cat Bell. That's one of the names that we're waiting to see re-sign. So we'll keep you posted here, right here on the Jersey the King Show, live on Fuel Sports Network. As always, check social medias and the whole nine. Now let's get into some lights news, because our lights are 2 straight wins from the past 2 matches, and are currently on a 7-match unbeaten streak, meaning they have not lost a game. They've either gotten a draw or a win in the last 7 games. Now that was the Sacramento game. Before that, on Pride Day, we won 2-0 with a beautiful goal from Corey Bennett. Well, 2 beautiful goals from Corey Bennett as well. And next up, as you see, we have the Lights taking on the El Paso Locomotive FC. That's going to happen Friday, July 11th in El Paso. And if you missed the game yesterday, it was actually on CBS Sports Network. So that was actually pretty lit for us to get that W on national TV, man, for real. I enjoyed it. Also, here you go. We're 8th in the standings, y'all. We are currently 8th in the West. We got 21 points. We're only 10 back from New Mexico, and there's still plenty of season left. So there's still a chance for the Lights to make some noise this season in the USL Championship, y'all. So make sure you're keeping your eyes out on the Lights. Make sure you're following them as well, because they're making some noise. And the reason why I say that is because not only did we get we are upped our game to 7 unbeaten streak, but we had 2 players make the USL Championship Team of the Week, and that was Corey Bennett and Jerzey Ngandu. As you see, here's your Team of the Week for the USL. And Jerzey Ngandu and Corey Bennett, 2 Lights FC players, are on that squad. So congratulations to them boys. They damn sure deserve it, man, playing their behinds off. And our goalie, Razi, oh man, he was lights out yesterday against Sacramento. So I'm excited to see what the future holds for our Vegas Lights FC club, because Jose Bautista got them boys in shape, man. He got them boys doing something right, because now, like I said, them draws were going to eventually turn into wins. I was saying it. The more they were just showing that they can compete and building their chemistry together as a squad, you know what I mean? I seen it developing. I definitely seen it developing. So I was telling you guys, man, eventually them W's were gonna come, and now they're here, you know. So shout out to them boys for getting 2 straight wins and taking that unbeaten streak up to 7 matches straight. Congratulations to them boys. I'm very, very excited for them. We will be right back after these messages. I'm going to take another quick commercial break, and we are going to get into our last couple topics and in the show, some Aviators news, and we're going to try to end it on the PFL and Power Slap 8 results. So y'all sit back and relax. We'll be right back after these messages.
Same great taste.
Welcome back to the Jersey the King Show live on Fuel Sports Network. And in some Aviators news, we're going to move right along, y'all. Oh, sorry, wrong one. The Aviators get two back-to-back wins, or two back-to-back wins, and then they fall short. 2 wins in the last 4 games. So we went 2-2 in the last 4 games, with a 1-3 loss or 3-1 loss last night at home against Oklahoma City. Before that, 11-6 loss at home. Before that, we had a 12-6 win over the Oklahoma City club, and before that, we actually ended our series with a win against the Sacramento River Cats. Now, moving forward, we have a long away series. We have 3-game series. Well, excuse me, 2-game series against Oklahoma. Well, excuse me, no, 3 games because we're at Oklahoma tonight, and we have 2 more games tomorrow and Saturday against Oklahoma in Oklahoma City. Excuse me, against Oklahoma City in Oklahoma City. Then on the 9th, we start a 6-game away series against Sugarland. Then we're back home versus the Salt Lake City Bees on the 19th to start a 3-game series, the 19th, 20th, and the 21st versus Salt Lake City. Then we're back on the road again for another 6-game series against Reno. Then we're back home on the 30th to start a series against Albuquerque going into next month. So there you have it for the next couple series for the Aviators. But recently, my man Jordan Diaz, big time slugger. What's going on, Rig? Welcome in, brother. To the Space Cowboys. Yes, sir. The Sugarland Space Cowboys. How you doing, Rig? Welcome in, brother. Hope you're doing well. Yes, the Aviator slugger Jordan Diaz was named Player of the Week for this past week. But not only that, congratulations to him as well for being named Player of the Month in all of minor league baseball. So, big round of applause for Aviator slugger Jordan Diaz being named Player of the Week and as well Player of the Month for the entire minor league. Now, last bit of Aviators news. They're releasing a summer pass for fans. So fans can now buy a summer pass full of tickets for games for July 19th through August 18th for $99. So all the games within that span, that 1 month span, you can get tickets to for $99. That's not a bad deal. That is an awesome deal, actually. Yes, the Aces win. That's what I'm talking about. Aces with the W. 98-77, 21-point victory. And Kelsey Plum with another big game, 28 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists. Just doing Kelsey things, doing KP things. And, that's just how things go. That's how we do it, man. That's how we rock out here in Vegas, man. I'm going to try and get into it real quick, guys. But yeah, make sure you guys, if you are a fan of the Aviators and you would like to go and see those games, go and check out aviators.com, the Aviators website, and you will be able to get more information on where to buy your summer pass, or you can go to LV Ballpark and I believe get information on where to buy the pass for the summer pass games of July 19th through August 18th. Now, Power Slap 8 went down out here at at Fontainebleau in Las Vegas, and I can tell y'all all the results right now. So, in the prelims, we had Wesley Drain versus Isaiah Quinones, and I can tell you right now, Isaiah definitely did his thing and got that W. Jackie Cataline got a DQ victory over Katharina Lether or Lehner. Katarina Lehner had 2 clubbing fouls and 2 offensive striking fouls, and you are disqualified. So Jackie Cataline got her second win, or her first official win in Power Slap, because her actual first victory was actually declared a disqualification because she knocked out her opponent with the clubbing foul. So that's how that goes. So she is currently 1-1 in Power Slap. Dane Viernes versus Dwayne Crespo. Dwayne Crespo actually stepping up to super heavyweight for the first time in his career and actually getting the W and calling out anybody in the super heavyweight division. So it was interesting. Now, to the main card. Paige Van Zant made a splash, y'all, and showed that she's in this for real. She's actually really good. She has good technique, good form, the whole nine. She didn't have not one foul. She could work on her flinching, but she didn't have not one foul offensive or defensively. They didn't call the flinch. I would have called a flinch. And it's 2 for flinching. So if you flinch, you get smacked again. So that's the one thing about Power Slap. They bring back that old school 2 for flinching rule. You flinch, you get hit again. You know what I mean? But Paige Van Zandt got the W over Christine Walmerins in a unanimous decision. And I think probably the KO of the night, in my opinion, Dumpling versus Camille. Man, it was a lot of hype about Dumpling coming over from Siberia, and he did not disappoint. First smack, first round, my man went to La La Land and never came back. It took them a while to get that young man up off the ground. It really, really did. So, like when I say it took a while for them to get that young man off the ground, it took a while for them to get that young man off the ground, man. So, yeah, shout out to Dumpling for getting his big W. And then Vern Cathy with the upset of the night, in my opinion. Well, one of the upsets of the night over Austin Terp Daddy Slim. Knocked him out. Just clean, knocked him smooth out. I think it was like the 3rd round, if I'm not mistaken. But he knocked him smooth out and got a dub. And then Vern even did his own celebration on him. It was ridiculously funny. Gotta love it. And then in the co-main event, Emmanuel No Love Muniz taking on Anthony Babyface Blackburn. And surprisingly enough, they went all 5 rounds. And Blackburn is your new welterweight power slap champion. Real talk. He won. He won. Give him that. He definitely won. I think Emmanuel didn't have the best slaps, and I think that's what ultimately lost him that fight. And then in the main event, the Crazy Hawaiian retains his title against Danny Van Heerden and ended it with a nice ended the show with a nice one. It was a nice fight, but I think it could have been a little better. It could have ended with a knockout. But that's it for today, y'all. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the show. Thank you for showing the love and the support that you guys do. I really appreciate everything that all you Fuel supporters show to us, man. Everything that you guys do for us, all the love that you show to us, I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Couldn't thank you more for what you guys do for us. So thank you for making the Jersey the King show what it is. Thank you for making the Gridiron what it is. Thank you for making every show on Fuel Sports Network what it is. And thank you for making Fuel Sports Network what it is. We wouldn't be able to do what we're doing without you guys. So I thank you. I love you. And I thank you again for the support. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, the whole 9. Follow, subscribe. I love y'all, man. Till next week, holla at ya boys.